Hey guys, back with another one. Back with another one. Leave your cash in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. Happy Sunday. It feels like a weekday, Monday. Man. Hey Peanut, you the first one in the live. Happy Sunday to you. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Come on in here. Come on in here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got a lot to discuss. I just got finished taking a nap. I feel like I need to take another one. But if I do, it won't be until this live is over. Hey, Lily, you're the first one in here at 1 o'clock. My mod came in at 10:43 a.m. and left a comment, and you're the first one in the live. Hey, sweetie, how are you? How are you? Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Let me see something here. Hey, Felicia. Happy Sunday, sweetie. How are you? Hope all is well for everybody. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I just got up from my nap. I had put my clock for 10 minutes to 1 and came live so I wouldn't be late. I was a couple of minutes late still, but we still here. Shamar and Alvo are at war. What is new? Hey, Tiffany. What is new? Now, I don't know if you guys saw Akbar. I put up a video last night. I happened to go into her live, and towards the end of her live, before she got off, I happened to catch her speaking on Shamar with another follower of hers. And I'm going to say this. I agree to a certain extent on what she was saying about Shamar, but I feel like she could have had a better delivery on how she said what she said about Shamar. That's the only thing that I didn't like. I honestly didn't like. I think it's a thing of, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And the delivery, I wasn't feeling the delivery. Now, she says she doesn't have anything against Shamar, but Shamar has a lot of fallouts with a lot of people that could actually help get him to where he needs to be, and not only position him to get into these places, but position him to have people that are able to manage him and not be taking advantage of him or his money. And I think that sometimes Shamar be blocking his blessings. Hey, SL in chat, this gift that keeps giving. Elbow put him in timeout. Oh, and so before I forget, because I almost did, I want to say this at the beginning of the video, and I should have said it when I first came on. One of my mods reached out to me and was telling me that their Instagram account had got hacked, and was just letting me know that if somebody contacts me from that page, is not them. So I went about my day, wasn't paying no attention to it, and I went on to my IG to check my DMs, and I totally forgot that they had told me that page was hacked. And I thought, oh, they must have got their regained their page back. Not really thinking nothing of it. The person who hacked the page asked me for my telephone number. I thought it was my moderator that was asking me for the telephone number, but it was a person who had control over the account asking me for my telephone number. So I gave it to them. Now what this person's doing is, because my moderator said, is this you asking for $70? And I said, no, I would never ask anybody off of offline or even online to send me any money. So if anybody impersonates themselves as me, SL Davis, and they ask you to send a CashApp or Apple Pay, any kind of money, you guys already know that could not be me. I would never ask my supporters for any money. Yeah, because this person had asked my moderator for some money. Ask for $70 because they borrow $70 until Sunday, which is today. They want to borrow it for one day. And I guess my moderator wanted to know if it was me or not. But no, I would never ask. I don't even ask you guys to give me money here in our live streams. So you guys would already know that's not me, my nature. So no, I would never ask you guys for any money. All I ask y'all to do is hit the like or the dislike. So if anybody impersonates saying that they need money, it's not me. Somebody's going around acting like they're me now, and they're trying to get money out of people. I don't know what they can do with my telephone number as far as setting up an account, so people might think that it's me, but you got to be careful. How are you, Miss? I'm doing good, Peanut. I'm doing good. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, the Danny Lux show. Yeah, so it's really crazy. Yeah, so I listened to what Akbar had to say, and like I said, her delivery wasn't, I wasn't feeling that and stuff. But I really feel like if Shamar wasn't to block his blessings, the parts that I was agreeing with, you see a lot of these content creators, YouTube content creators like Jake Paul and what's the other one's name? Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They're doing boxing matches, and it's blowing up their status, and they're getting paid like what boxers are getting paid to get in the ring, and then they're just blowing up, taking their careers to another level. You know what I'm saying? They could be doing stuff like that, said all this low budget, he threatened me, he was in the DMs with my boo, and I had to go down to the police station and file charges. None of that stuff is gonna really make them go viral. That's like low budget, trying to keep the audience engaged type of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And it expires after some time. Yeah, make sure y'all hit them likes. Thank you, Lawson King. Happy Sunday, Leaks. People got the game messed up. They sure do, Latoya. You ain't never lied. But other than that, I just wanted to get on here to see how everybody was doing. And I also wanted to share, if you didn't see the IG story, that Shamar's booked and busy. He's in Fort Lauderdale. I think he's on his way back though. As a they showed him when he's on his way in the airport, going to Fort Lauderdale. But usually when he gets booked and busy, he's not there as many days as he was when he used to be with Alvo. He would be out of town for a couple of days. There was a couple of trips that he took, at the end of the relationship with Alvo, where he did the booking, and then he just came right back home. He's starting to just do the bookings now, and he either comes home the same night or the next morning. He doesn't stay like a couple of days and enjoys the state that he's in or anything like that. So Studio 183 in Miami Garden, Florida. Okay, that's where he was manifest. That's where he was at. Yeah, so he had a booking yesterday. Looked like it was a good time. Everybody looks all happy. You know what I'm saying? He just got to keep his mouth closed, stay focused, stop fighting online with Alvo, and he should be good. But that's up to Shamar. Shamar has to do that for Shamar. Nobody can tell Shamar what he needs to do but Shamar. Shamar has to learn the hard way if he continues to feed into this nonsense. Now, he was saying, I think, what is it? Put in the chat, what day is it that the boyfriend's supposed to be coming? I'm already hearing rumors that the boyfriend's supposed to be living with him, coming to stay with him. I hope that that's just a rumor, because Shamar don't need nobody staying with him. He already should have learned from Alvo. You don't need nobody staying under your roof. That ain't going to work. That right there is letting me know that Shamar ain't being all that transparent about this dude's not around the cloud chasing. He really's not into social media. Now, I don't know about that. So what is he around for? See, you got to think a lot of times when Shamar's, gets these new boyfriends, are they doing this to be around him for clout? Because that same dude that's coming to see him, that there's some allegations of him coming to stay with Shamar at his place. I don't know if he's gonna live there permanently or whatever. As long as they're in a relationship, live there with Shamar or what. But the dude was in Alvo's DM. So I'm not understanding how he's not clout chasing. Why was you in Alvo's DM? Happy Sunday, Rita. It says, I really think Shamar is entertaining just because he's slow, crooked. We don't mean he can't. No, that's right. I agree with that. I think he's funny. I do content on him because I think he's funny. I don't make in front of him, but when he's acting like an idiot and being disrespectful, I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. Other than that, like, sometimes people think taking up for Shamar, and then sometimes people think that against Shamar. And be honest with you, I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. I'm grown at the end of the day. Ain't got to explain myself to nobody. But other than that, I have nothing against Shamar. Even when he showed my profile picture, I was happy he did that. I was hoping that other content creators would share what he did, because that would promote me. But they were thinking just like I was thinking, that would promote me. And nobody wants to see, even in this sector, you only might find a couple of people that want to see you win. So to me, that was a win-win situation by him advertising me, because I feel like I advertise you all the time. So now is my time. But no, he took the video down. You feel what I'm saying? I think there was only one person, and shout out to that channel holder, that had put that up, of when he had my profile picture up. And I was like, I don't care how mad you get at me, Shamar. That's promoting me. Good or bad, it's still promotional. But no, I don't have nothing against Shamar. I don't hate Shamar. I wish the best for Shamar. Shamar's doing a lot better than a lot of other people. You ever go over to his channel and look at how many views that man gets on a video? But it all goes to waste because he cusses and carries on. He can't control his behavior. He can't control his mouth. It's that part, Miss A. Very true. You know what I'm saying? You are certainly correct that he needs a decent man. He does. He needs one that went to school for business. And that's what they specialize in. You don't need somebody that you have that's around you that you're cool with. You're cool with them. They're cool with you. No, you need somebody who, the heck with them being cool with you. Somebody that does this for a living, and they have too much to lose to be taking money from you. That's who you need in your corner. That is who exactly you need in your corner. So what I'm going to do is, in a minute, I'm going to play the Arc Bar video. I'm going to play a couple of minutes of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I have a habit of spoiling you guys and playing these videos that I want you guys to just support me on your own and go over and look at when I put this content up. Go and look at this content on your own time and not when you come over to these lives. But I'm going to play a little bit of it, and then you guys can look at it on your own time. And you can look at the whole entire video on your own time. Well, I appreciate y'all coming in here on your Sunday to spend it with me. Let me stop. I am so goofy. I'm going to have to get me a speaker that stands up, because I have these headsets on sometimes, and sometimes they put pressure on my head and they give me headaches. Hope he listens to you, Miss Davis, on me, and not let anyone move in with him. I hope he don't manifest. But the dude's supposed to be coming either today or tomorrow. So I don't know what his game plan is. His father's the dude gonna be seen on social media like he had Alvo, or is he gonna be private about it? I don't know. We're gonna have to just wait and see. It says not Elvo getting slapped around like a hoe. Oh God. Oh, his live this morning. On his live this morning, he said on his live this morning. I didn't even see his live. I kind of sort of don't like putting up his stuff because he cusses a lot. And I don't need for have to go back in and edit that stuff out. Now I do my recaps and stuff because a lot of you guys are certainly not seeing the videos because I put them up too early. And a lot of you guys are missing them, and I know, and I'm glad that you guys are appreciative that I do the recaps. I want us all to be on the same page, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I put up the recaps. Now I do edits to it and stuff, and then I put stuff in the videos that I may have caught before I'm gonna log off of social media for the day, and I just add that on to the recaps and stuff, so it's always fresh and new. But yeah, it takes me some time because you got to understand when I do this live is an hour at least. So I'm editing about an hour's worth of the live. So if there's any bloopers in the live where I may have had my mic muted, or it took me a while to like share the screen, all those pauses, I got to take all that stuff out, and I got to let you guys know by posting, this is in case you missed it, the recap video. I've got to put all that stuff in there. But I don't mind doing that because I want us all to be on the same page, and I want you guys to get the information all at the same time. So when the day's over with, we're all on the same page. So listen, I need for y'all to hit that like button, please. Let's not start slacking on hitting the like button. I promise you it's free. Let's try to get them likes up to 100. Let's try to get them likes up to 100 now. He was looking embarrassed. Let me see. Are you talking about Alvo was getting slapped up? But can't go to. They don't need to get back together. Bad combination. I don't know. You just never know. People always do the opposite of what they should be doing. All me, it says, best intention and can handle his special needs, right? Yeah, they both need to be by themselves because people be downplaying that Alvo got issues too. Not just Shamar. Shamar is not alone, honey. They both got issues. If you're gonna call the kettle black, you better call it black for both of them. Cause Shamar's not the only one that has issues. Alvo does too. Alvo is definitely got some serious issues going on with him. Them lights on and nobody's home, honey. Oh, I must look for it. Just said. Thank you, Teresa. Hey, beautiful people. Hey, Shirley. Hey, sweetie. He's funny and swearing he's the baddest chick on the planet. Y'all know y'all need to stop. Y'all know y'all need to stop. We know that's not the case. But it's, to me, it's just comical. If a person thinks that they're great, let them be great. Maybe they do think that. There's people that are drop dead gorgeous that don't think that highly about themselves. They got low self-esteem. They don't even think that they're beautiful. They don't even know their worth. Some people might not be nice to look at on the eyes, but to them, they think they're God's gift. And I really admire people that think that way about themselves. Shamar low key says Shamar low key. He's too trusting. Then he gets mad when he gets played. Yeah, that's what I just have a feeling that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more sooner than later. That situation, to be honest with you, and I don't see nothing good coming out of that. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe this dude might turn out to be. It's too much of a pattern of behavior with Shamar. Every time he's in a relationship, it doesn't last long, and everybody's out for one thing, and that's for the clout. It's just that we always expect the worst because we always see the worst. We never see any good come out of any of these relationships that Shamar gets into. It's always about somebody using. So Shamar is desperate for love. That's why he keeps getting used. He can't be alone. There's a lot of people like that in real life that I know that are desperate for love. And they're not bad looking people. You know what I'm saying? And they're just same way. You know, I don't know. This life here that we're living, that a lot of people don't value it. They don't value their own self-worth. And they feel as though that they have to have somebody in their life because, like you said, they don't want to be alone. And that's sad because that's how people start to take advantage of you. Because especially when a person knows that you know, that you're the weakest link and you don't want to be alone, be by yourself, that's when they take advantage. You feel what I'm saying? That's when they start taking advantage. So, you know, Shamar has to learn how to be alone because people are using him, and they're using him because they know publicly that he's somebody you can use and benefit from it. And so he's got to learn how to be alone. That's the only way he's gonna not have to worry about people backstabbing him. It's to be alone and start loving himself, knowing his self-worth, and that's it. Until he does that, nothing's gonna change for Shamar. And nothing's gonna change for Alvo either. Because he's another one. He go from relationship to relationship. And people dog him out. That's all people do is dog Alvo out. Just dog him out. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, I feel like Shamar treated him like a boy toy. Shamar knew what he wanted. Shamar knew just what he wanted. And he was like, yeah, I know you're trying to use and abuse me. And I'm going to use and abuse you too. I would be mad too. It says, in these times, folks are weird and in a dangerous situation with some that he doesn't know. Hey, that's true. But like I said again, with Shamar, you can't tell him nothing. Can you change your profile picture? You look like a ghetto. And for my mods, can you please remove this person right here? Thank you, you guys. And that's another thing too, because one of my moderators brought this to my attention too. Shout out to Wendelina. Y'all gotta be on your game with these people. You're in here to moderate. When you see inappropriate stuff, don't put them in timeout. We don't do that around here. We block them. So you guys gotta be on point with that. You know, I shouldn't have to physically go in and stop blocking these people. If you see it, you know how I get down. I don't have time for nonsense. That's what you guys need to do. If you see something that's inappropriate, or if I speak on something, immediately remove them. Because this person that's talking all that mess, you got them? Okay. This person talking all that mess probably looks like he's Shamar's twin. Okay, let me stop. Let me not even put Shamar in it because Shamar ain't did nothing. You probably ain't no telling what you look. You probably look like a crackhead with no teeth in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't come up on here. Cause we don't put people in timeout. Don't put anybody in timeout. Block them. The world is too big for me to think shallow that if I block somebody that I won't have somebody to listen to my content. No, the world's too big for that. Trust and believe, it's too big for that. So trust me. It'll be somebody that will take that person's place. So let me see something. A man or a woman is the last thing a jobless, homeless person needs to be thinking about. Love yourself and get yourself together before you try to love someone else. That's right. I couldn't have said it no better. LaRonda. I like that name. That's a pretty name. I like that name. Yeah. I don't be paying these people no mind. I probably look better than their mothers and their girlfriends. It may have been a female. I'm not too sure. I can't tell by the name. I know I probably look better than you. You too focused on what's going on here with me, honey. Yeah, make sure that you remove them and they got blocked. If you put hide from the channel, that blocks them. That means they'll only be able to window lick before you move somewhere on your get to know them and background check. People don't do that these days. I know somebody right now, Lily Love, that just constantly just meets people and just immediately they're acting like, these people, they're in relationships with these people and they're acting like they're family and like they've known the person for years and don't know them from a can of paint. And this person that I know that does it, they do it just to have somewhere to stay. It's a man. And I always be telling that person all the time, trying to tell them, you need to stop doing that, man. You got to get your own, man. You got to stop doing that, man. That goes to show that your self-esteem is just as low as the person who's accepting you in their life, and you're freeloading off of them. You know what I'm saying? You jumping from relationship to relationship, and you think that's a come up. That ain't no come up. That ain't no come up. That goes to show the character of you and how you're getting down and what you accepting in your life that you don't need to be settling for less. Because the people that are doing that, even to Shamar, they're settling for less because if they have no kind of attraction to Shamar and they're sitting up there, messing with him, and there's no attraction there, then that's crazy. That's crazy. And you're doing it for clout, but you should want to be happy first. Whoever you're dealing with should want to be happy. The heck with the clout. Clout and money will come if you have your happiness first. People don't understand that. They do it backwards. Be happy. Be with someone that's gonna make you happy and content, and everything else will fall into place. Hello, Latoya. I got them. Thank you, Manifest. Hey, Sierra. It says, please do not come on here disrespectful. You will get blocked. No question. You're going to get blocked. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Because my Ma Wendelina, she be working overtime, and she had brought that to my attention that, it's all good for you to be in there and, keeping up with the chat, but everybody got to keep up with also making sure that you're protected and that people are not coming in here trying to attack me or even you guys, because they can come in here, you might say something that they don't like, a troll, and they might try to attack you. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure that my community's safe. So, if you see something that I would not be, and I might not always see the comments. You see something that that I ain't going for, something somebody say out their mouth that's shady, just remove them. And if the person didn't mean to say something and it came across like they were being rude and causing chaos in the chat, they can always contact me and say, listen, I didn't mean it in that way, or whatever. Send me a screenshot or maybe what the comment was, I don't know, or something, and then I might later on unblock them. Because sometimes we can make mistakes and block the wrong people. They might not be saying nothing to start no trouble, but then they can get unblocked. But other than that, I don't got time for people coming up in here, grown folks coming up in here with that mess. Because I will remove you. Life is too short. It says Alvo lovers go ahead somewhere. I know exactly. Hey, Ivan. Hey, everyone. Sandra, hello. My dad's name is Larry, and mom is Brenda. My mom's tired of mix the two. Yeah. So I'm going to play the video now. And like I said, you guys can look at the whole entire video after I play it. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm going to play a little bit of it. And you guys can always go look at it after this live is over with.
I have nothing negative to say about Shamar. I wish he learned the business. Exactly. Not famous. A lot of people like Shamar for all the wrong reasons. They laugh at Shamar. It don't be like, oh, he really this person. He's this talented person. It's none of that. Shamar is around because people laugh at him. They don't really take Shamar serious. And that's that. Now, do I have a problem with Shamar? No. Did I ever take advantage of Shamar? No. Even Shamar did not write a lick of lyrics on my and that's that. Now, do I have a guess I have nothing negative to say about Shamar. I wish he learned the business. Exactly. Not famous. A lot of people like Shamar for all the wrong reasons. They laugh at Shamar. It don't be like, oh, he really this person. He's this talented person. It's none of that. Shamar is around because people laugh at him. They don't really take Shamar serious. And that's that. Now, do I have a problem with Shamar? No. Did I ever take advantage of Shamar? No. Even Shamar did not write a lick of lyrics on on my songs. He didn't write anything. Do y'all not know I sat there and coached him how to talk, how to speak? No, Shamar, you're not going to say this. You're going to say this. You're going to say it this way. All of the above. And this is the thing. I never felt, and the reason why, and this me being honest, I would have never put him on the track if my children was like, "Oh, mom, put him on there," because it's a key to them. They laugh, they like him. You know, the kids like him. You know what I'm saying? So the kids like him. People that really is grown and really have conversations and really know this business, nobody takes him on serious. That's the thing. I never laughed at him. I never was trying to be on no with him. Sweetie, take me on my life and get out my room. You know the definition of yeah, you outside, and guess what? You know why your phone is off. I turned it off for a reason. So it's like I don't have a beef with him. I'm not mad at him. I'm not none of the above. I know the real. Even when it came down to his teeth, I know I was the one that initiated and went out and said, "Get this, do the teeth." You know, I remember when they called him. My cousin at the time was helping him. Not even my real cousin, she my play cousin. She was helping him. The day that I knew when he flew out to LA, I know when he got. I know how much he got paid. I know all of the above. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't get on the internet try to make it seem like I'm taking his moment. People just wanted something to say. They wanted something. Why would I want to take somebody's moment? And I asked and I advocated, hey, get his teeth done. I knew what it would do. I knew he really wanted his teeth done. I felt like he needed his teeth done. He know just like I know that I was the one that initiated it, right? At the time, me and Lemmy wasn't seeing eye to eye. So I know why. I know why he got on there and did all that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's just who Lemmy is. Like I have always said, and I've been vocal about it. Lemmy just Lemmy, and you got to put Lemmy in his place, and he don't like to be put in his place. When it come down to it, they're gonna speak their mind, just like
People are so slow. Like I said, y'all can go watch that after this live is over. That's up. I put it up at 10 o'clock. This black lady that's talking to Akbar, she's slow. She's outside on her porch and her AC was getting louder and louder. That's what you were hearing in the background. And you would think that she would have sense enough to go back. Akbar had to tell her to take her retarded behind in the house. How do you sit there and listen to somebody if Akbar can hear it talking to you? Why can't you hear it and you're in back of that machine? I'm telling you, man, mental health issues are serious with people. I could have just came through that screen on that lady. Like, go in the house, ma'am. You got that loud machine in the back of you while somebody's talking to you. You see Akbar's face? She's like, oh no. She said, I felt like I was talking over, competing with the AC machine. That lady's crazy. But yeah, just go on after the live and go check it out. You know, at least you can at least see what I put up. I let you listen to preview it, but if you haven't went to go see it, make sure you go see it after you exit out of here. You know what I'm saying? I did put it out too early. A lot of my views don't come in until the afternoon for me. Everybody's gets their views at different times, but mine don't come into the morning. I mean, into the not morning, into later in the day. my audience. I'm sorry, Alvo Shamar can't include. I can't not have any of them living with me. No joke. They don't like to help no one. Nope. They're the type of people that they get comfortable. They don't have no intentions to help you, and you know they in their mind, when you let them stay, they get too comfortable to the point where they think that when you put them out, you can tell that when they get put out, they're shocked because their plans was to stay there until the wheels fall off. And you call people like that freeloaders. Hey, Chef Sky, how are you, sweetie? It says Ayo Fifi, and her door was open. Yeah, man, like, come on. Oh, retired. That's why Akbar had cut her short. She was telling her, okay, I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about Shamar all my life. And she probably said, you act like you definitely a Shamar support. You acting just like Shamar with that little on the back porch with your AC. Look like it's about to sound like about to break down. The motor all running all crazy. She's just sitting there, I guess, at a table outside, just listening to the same thing Akbar heard, and ain't even said, had the sense enough to say, let me get my black behind up and go inside the house so I can hear this conversation clearly. Crazy. Hey, Fox, how you doing, sweetie? Just crazy work, man. Crazy, crazy work. I don't know why it doesn't feel like Sunday to me. It does not feel like Sunday. You know what, guys? You haven't reminded me this. Was supposed to do our um marathon Sunday. We were supposed to do that. We have not yet to do that. And that was supposed to be the 5-hour live stream. So I think what I'm gonna do is either today or tomorrow morning, I'm gonna set up the live for next Sunday. Cause we were supposed to do that like 2 Sundays ago. The marathon Sunday. I think that'll be a fun time. It really will. So I don't want too much time to go by me forgetting about it and then we never do it. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. Yeah, let's not forget to do that. Cyrus, salute. I'm sorry I didn't say it to you when I am unmuted myself. Ain't no grown MFs living alone. Two people live. I don't blame you, Nikki. I thought this was the marathon. No, it was supposed to be 2 Sundays ago. I say 2 Sundays ago because 2 Sundays ago, which was the first week that I said I was going to do the marathon, 5-hour marathon live. I ended up telling you I was tired and I was behind a lot of my work that I want to put up and share with you guys. So I was supposed to be doing it the following Sunday, which was last Sunday. Not this Sunday, last Sunday. And I totally forgot when Sunday came that we were supposed to do it. So yeah, this is going on 2 weeks, that we haven't done the marathon Sunday yet. So we're going to do it next Sunday. So next Sunday is, let me look on my calendar. What day is next Sunday? So I can at least, maybe you guys can remind me if I give you the day that Sunday falls on. Hold on. I'm looking now on my calendar. So the 13th is next Sunday. The 13th. Easter is it says Easter Sunday is the 20th. Yeah, but the 13th is gonna be, we're gonna have that marathon. So it'd be nice if y'all can remind me throughout the week next week, starting on Monday. Shoot, you might need to remind me on Monday that Sunday we doing the marathon. It says Shamar and Scamvo didn't even show themselves up for 404 day. I wonder why. What is ATL 404 day? What is that? I don't even know what that is. It says it would be fun. I lie. I like when you go. Yeah, honey. I'm gonna do it on Sunday. 5 hours because y'all know I don't really stay on these lives too long. I come and check in and I keep it moving. I might stay on the live for an hour. Sometimes I might go over the live, but that's only because I lose track of time and I might be really into the conversation and then I'll stay on longer. But other than that, no, I don't stay on lives too long now. I just really come in to, show my gratitude for your support and that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as I go with it. So says I'm neither one of them was out there. What is that? Y'all nobody's putting it in the comment section. What is that? The full ATL 404. Well, we know that Shamar's not going to be there because he's in Fort Lauderdale. So we already know he's not going to be there. You know? We already know he's not going to be there. Is a celebration of ATL community from businesses to music artists. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was like an LGBT thing, but I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to guess, so that's why I asked. Yeah, they don't go to no stuff like that. They don't have time for none of that stuff. They got time to do is drama. It says it feels like a Sunday to me. I finally got a day off. Yes, it doesn't feel like a Sunday to me. But there's times this is weird too that I would be in my house for a few days feeling like it was a Friday. Just it'd be the weirdest days. I'd be thinking it's a huge community day of music and co. Okay, I don't understand why Ken thinks he can live with people for the rest of his life. In the live yesterday, he's talking about I'm grown and I can talk like this. If you're grown, get your stuff together. Exactly. Yeah, he's another one too. As a matter of fact, I need to head on over to him, see what's going on with him. I just kind of tread lightly with his content because I don't know really honestly. The numbers don't lie. So I guess if I do end up putting up a video um with Kylie or Kylie, whatever how you pronounce his name, we'll find out sooner or later whether or not you guys are wanting to hear any updates on him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, next Sunday the 13th. Yep. Kale's a hot mess, and he's also somebody you got to do some serious editing because he's always like cussing and carrying on. The LGBTQ did come out by a lot. They was all over Piedmont Park and Underground. Oh, okay. I saw that, and the girl only wanted 20 a day from him. She made him take her stuff off. Were you talking about the girl Ken was just living with? That he was calling his best friend? Latoya? I don't know why he is so comfortable with wearing people's clothes. I don't get that. They want to be baby girls and princesses so bad they have no interest in big men. But the other social media queens were definitely there. Their footage of a fight was great. Wow. I didn't see no fight. Now, if you're talking about the footage that I saw that I liked in your video, Ivan, I maybe I looked at just a little bit of it. I don't know. I didn't see no fight. So I'm gonna go back to your page and check out what you're talking about, but I didn't see no fight. But that's crazy when it's a positive event going on and people just don't know how to get along. It's just ridiculous to me. When people just don't know how to get along and it's a positive event going on. But it is what it is, I guess. June, you are correct. That's some crazy work. But I don't know. Crazy, crazy work. It's not my video. I didn't post it, but I can repost it. But I'm saying it right. But I'm saying, didn't you put out a video, Ivan? Matter of fact, let me see something. Hold on. Cause see, now since all this mess has happened, I don't know what is really going on. Hold on, let me pull something up real quick. All right. Switch accounts. All right, let me see. Hold on, guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to get into another account of mine. Seems to be taking a long time. Okay, so let me go here. Yeah, all right. So let me show you this right here. Let's share this. Share screen. Isn't this your post right here, Ivan? Fighting women is just not it. It's crazy. Ivan Jr., do you have a channel? Yes, I'm working on putting out more footage. I didn't catch the fight. Oh, okay, so you didn't put the one that you said that they were fighting. I want to make sure. You know why. You know why I'm asking you. Got to be sure. We got to be safe, man. Sitting to be liking some hackers posts. Says Latoya, yes, she was like my shirt and what I think was started. Now it's my IG. That's his backup page. I'll put the link inside of the chat, guys. If you guys want to go follow him on there, I'll do it right now. So let me do this. Here's his link right here. If you guys want to go follow him on Instagram. Okay. So, okay, I will check there. You said New York accent. I'm not from New York, Cyrus. You know that. I'm from Boston. Born and raised. And we can address the issue here if you have the time. Yeah, I had at the beginning of the video, I had brought it up. Now, if you want to come up, Ivan, and speak, you most likely you more you sure can. I said you you're more than welcome to. I mean, but yeah, I said it like 3 minutes into the live. I almost forgot to say it, and that's the only reason why it was 3 minutes into the live because I almost forgot to say it. Okay. You don't have to cam up if you don't want to, Ivan. You don't gotta cam up if you don't want to. Yeah, I'm from Boston, born and raised. Where you get New York from? Where you get New York from? Okay, so Ivan's gonna come up. Hold on for 1 second, guys. I'm gonna put up this video one more time because I gotta go do something really quick. I'm gonna put this video up for the time being, and I'll be right back.
I have nothing negative to say about Shamar. I wish he learned the business. Exactly. Not famous. A lot of people like Shamar for all the wrong reasons. They laugh at Shamar. It don't be like, oh, he really this person. He's this talented person. It's none of that. Shamar is around because people laugh at him. They don't really take Shamar serious. And that's that. Now, do I have a problem with Shamar? No. Did I ever take advantage of Shamar? No. Even Shamar did not write a lick of lyrics on on my
Oh, I
songs.
know. I
He didn't
know.
write anything. Do y'all not know I sat there and coached him how to talk, how to speak? No, Shamar, you're not going to say this. You're going to say this. You're going to say it this way. All of the above. And this is the thing. I never felt, and the reason why, and this me being honest, I would have never put him on the track if my children was like, "Oh, mom, put him on there," because it's a key to them. They laugh, they like him. You know, the kids
Right,
like him. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So
right,
the kids like him. People that really is grown and really have conversations and really know this business, nobody takes him on serious. That's the thing. I never laughed at him. I never was trying to be on no with him. Sweetie, turn on my light and get out my room. You know the definition of uh yeah, you outside and guess what? You know why your phone is off. I turned it off for a reason.
right.
Okay, Ivan, I'll show my face since it's pretty serious and I don't want no one to be confused. Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to drop the link. Make sure y'all hit the like button. All right, let me get the link. Yeah, Boston. I'm from Boston. Cyrus, you've been with me forever. And you've been my mom. You never knew I was from Boston. You thought I was from New York. I mean, I think a New York accent is similar, though. A lot of people do think I'm from New York. But no, I'm from Boston. Yeah, I want to know more about Alvo and Poppy. Oh, we're definitely gonna. I'm gonna actually probably put up a Alvo video after this. After I get off a live, I got 2 videos going out after this. I should have actually put it out before, but I had took a little nap, a little cat nap for about an hour and 15 minutes, and it says be civil and respectful. That's right. Thank you, playa. That's all right, Cyrus. I know you're from Seattle, where it rains at all the time. Oh, wait a minute. Here's Ivan here. I'm sitting here running my mouth. Let me remove this. And let me remove this off the studio and this. Stop screen sharing. Ivan, what just happened? Ivan was just up here. I'm from New York. You can tell the difference between us. See, you're from New York, so you definitely would know that I'm not from New York, but I'm from Boston or somewhere else. Yeah, Seattle in here. Oh, here's Ivan right here. Wait, isn't Ivan up here? It says Ivan Jr. Is he in here? I know he just came up. Okay, so I'm gonna send the link again. Oh yeah, I see you now. Hey, Ivan.
All right, that's better. You hear
Yeah,
me
how you?
better?
Yep. How are you,
Okay.
handsome? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
That's good.
I've been hustling, working with music artists and doing some promotions and working with other managers and so I'm getting back into the industry, but along with that comes um, some unwanted attention, I would
Right.
say.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to explain better what's going on with this situation with this hacker.
Yeah. So I mean, for the last several years, a lot of people has tried to use my identity, my social security number, buy houses and cars and stuff like that.
Wow.
It's been ongoing. Um, in this particular situation, it was an associated friend of a friend. So I don't know him like personally like that, but
Mhm.
he was like vouched and good enough that we was cool.
Mhm.
So the Instagram exploit, because Instagram does not have like humans anymore working with them. It's all AI and metadata. These hackers are exploiting the inability for us to fight back if anything was to happen and get our account back. Uh,
Right.
so I mean, I tried everything, even did the AI facial recognition, but I had just shaved my beard.
Mhm.
So they're looking at AI's looking at the several many pictures that I got a full beard, and then AI is like, nope, that's not you.
Oh, wow.
So, it's a bad situation. And what ends up happening is the hacker starts to extort you and ransom you out of your money.
Mm.
Um, and I've been going back and forth with this guy. So I'm pretty technically advanced. And
Mm.
I was able to get his phone number, um, get his whereabouts, a lot of information about him. He is local, he is here in Atlanta. Um, the scary thing is that he's acting as me, and he's contacting family and friends and telling them I'm in a bad situation and to send money.
Yeah, he asked me for $70. He asked no, he asked you for $70. But he's
Yeah,
trying to say it was me. He was
right,
trying to impersonate me saying I was asking you for $70.
right.
I'm like,
Yes,
no, I don't ask for money on my platform, and I'm not gonna ask for it off my platform from any of my supporters. You should have
yeah,
knew something was up with that.
yeah. Immediately. Well, I did a test question to see if it was you, and he couldn't answer it.
Right.
So,
Okay. Hmm.
you know, um, from the information on Instagram, they're able to take phone numbers and names, and he is spoofing those numbers and acting like those people to extort more money.
Oh wow.
Um, and it's turning out to be um, bigger than just me. It seems like that this person is doing this to a lot of people. I plan to make a video, and I would like it for it to go as viral as possible
I
because
can
I
help
need
you.
I
I can
need
help you.
Instagram. Yes, I need Instagram to wake up that this exploit is pretty much ruining people's businesses, ruining their character, and people coming at me sideways, like, yo, what's this? I'm like, nah, that's not me, you know. Um, so everybody has to be aware that the friends and buddy list. So metadata has a friends and buddy list that if you needed to recover your account, you can rely on somebody that you trust
Mhm.
to send you the code. Okay. Um, Now, my advice to
No,
that
he was
is,
no. Listen, he was trying to get me to send the code.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying like from the start, before you,
Oh,
from the
okay, okay,
very start, yeah.
okay.
And so, if you are to help someone recover their account, you need to talk to them on the phone. You need to hear their voice, and you need to verify that they're trying to get back into their account.
No,
If you
listen.
don't
Do
have,
you need me to do that with you then?
no, 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 I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, all right. Because
Yeah,
I
I'm
gave
good.
you my number, but it didn't go to you. It went to the hacker.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So just verify that if you're going to help someone recover an account, you talk to them on the phone. If
I'm
you
not
can't
gonna
talk,
do that with anybody. But if it was you or something, because I already did do it for you, but it went to the hacker. But I would do it for you because we started this and I thought it was for you. But going forward, you're probably the only one I would do this for if you really needed that done, like right now. But going
Right.
forward, I ain't doing that for nobody. Like you said,
Right.
unless I'm on the phone with them and I can verify
Yeah.
that they're a human person and that they're the person that owns that account.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So,
So what this person ended up doing was switching the codes into my account.
wow.
And um and yeah, so it's been a roller coaster. I have contacted the FBI. I do have a local investigator on it. He's not a very good hacker though.
Right. I
He's
remember you
not.
telling me that. I remember you telling me that.
Um, so his everything about him and his IP is static.
Mhm.
So there's a location that's already been revealed. I have his computer IP and his computer serial number. He's not a very good hacker, you
Wow.
know. Um, but this is something that I am seeing on X, at least about 500 counts a day is being hacked. And it's just nonstop. People asking for help, and there's no support from Instagram.
They just
It's
act
just,
like it doesn't exist.
yeah, it's a loop around of sending codes. And but if the hackers already got your account, now it's a cat and mouse game of putting in these codes.
Wow.
And I had them locked out for a few days.
Mhm.
However, um, got to get some sleep at some point, and that's where he got me. He
Right,
was
right,
able to
right.
get in. He put an authenticator on it, and so it's like extremely hard. The plan moving forward is that by Friday, if I do not get the account back, I need to stop the damage. I need to stop him from contacting more people. And I'm going to ask as many people as possible to spread the word and also to report my account as an impersonation, because it
Right.
seems like that's the only way to do it. You cannot report to Instagram scamming, hacking.
Well, yeah, that's how
Um,
they are with YouTube too. If you report it as somebody like false identification, like they're trying to impersonate as you, they'll immediately take down that account.
right.
They
And
don't play that up here.
well, just me alone and the few people that has already reported the account is still not gone, or it still hasn't been dealt with. So it's going to take an army of people to get Instagram's attention, and for them to understand that they do have an exploit
Right.
that is affecting not only Instagram, because we're in the content world,
Right.
but it's also affecting their users.
Right. So you when do you want us to start doing this? You want us to start doing it now? What's going on with that? Because
So
I blocked.
yeah, so we got a little idea for Friday or Saturday,
Hmm.
and if if that doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna go full fledged. I'm gonna have to part ways with my original account that I've had since the origination of Instagram. So
Hmm.
this is the only account I've ever had. This is my original account from what, 2009, 2010,
Oh
you
wow,
know?
a minute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to just part ways with it, start all over, and I would appreciate everybody's help, everybody's support, and we
Hmm.
just got to make this go viral. I'm gonna make a video um, describing each step and also calling out Instagram for their lack of support dealing with hackers and accounts being stolen.
Because that could be dangerous too. Because you could have hackers that are trying to hack because they're trying to do bodily harm to somebody, unalive
That
people, and all kind of stuff. You know.
that's that that's very true, very
Right.
very true.
So
You know,
they can't be
and this
downplaying that.
right, and this guy's local. He lives 15 minutes away from me.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not cool.
right. So, I'm starting to spread the awareness. Right now, I'm just trying to be a little low key for the moment, and then
Right.
I'm just gonna go full force.
Well, I'm gonna put your link again inside the chat here. So when you guys get
Yeah,
off of here, just click on this link before you get off the live and redirect to Ivan's backup page because right now his main page has been hacked. It says the way he talks to the people that allowing him to come into the home is crazy. Sorry, what happened to Ivan? So this is a
thank
link
you.
right here, the backup. So make sure you follow him because his main page, like I'm gonna say again, has been hacked. So if you need to get in contact with him, also see the content that he got going on over there, or any business, things that you might can collab with him on. You're not gonna be able to get in contact with him until you get onto his backup page until he figures out what he's gonna do with the main page. And you said
Yeah,
either Saturday or Friday, Friday or Saturday. You said you want to do a mass report or something.
yeah. I want to see if the plan that we have come together, me and a couple of other people, see if it works. If it doesn't, then we're gonna just go full force with Plan B.
Okay. I would just keep me posted.
Yeah.
Keep me
Um,
posted.
so, just for you guys to know, I do photography. I do
Did you
filming.
see what he just said? He said, what's his name? Kai Center just had someone hack his Twitch. He had to call the police. That big
Bro.
YouTuber. Yeah, he's a big timer.
Oh my God. And Kai's in Atlanta. And that's the crazy thing. This has happened to a lot of people in Atlanta. This is an Atlanta thing. And
Wow.
I think this is a large scale thing that this guy is doing. And also he had an attached a Canadian number as a recovery account. So it could be just him, or it could be him and a few people that he's doing this with. So this definitely needs to be looked at on a very high level, like FBI level.
Yeah.
Um, and here's another thing, guys. I'm not negotiating with him, and I don't encourage negotiating with any kind of scammer or hacker. You
Mm-hmm.
know, however, um, when they demand a gift card or any kind of money, um, if you buy the gift card, you physically buy the gift card, that automatically turns the case into a felony.
On your part?
Yes. So I
Okay.
bought, yeah, I bought an Apple gift card, and I took a picture of the closed front package, and I showed him the receipt that it was activated, and I sent it to the hacker, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But working with the police, they said, okay, now since you have spent money and he demanded this money, it is now a felony.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because he's trying to muscle you.
Right,
Just
right.
like
If
somebody would do when they're like holding people hostage and they're demanding for a ransom, like they want like $100 million. You know what I'm saying? And they'll let the people go, the hostage
right,
go. I get
right.
it.
So, um, hacking period and taking over someone's any kind of an account
It's against the
is a
law.
yeah, it is a felony on the federal level.
Hmm.
Okay, but you got to think and wonder. Is the FBI really going to look into the social media issues? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they need
Um,
to.
yeah, and that's why I want to push this. And as a matter of fact, I want to push this through with representatives, in Congress. That social media has to do more and have more explanation to protect ourselves and have support, proper support, to protect ourselves, and they don't.
Right.
Um, um, But if you do not buy a gift card and you don't spend any money, then there's the police don't really take it too seriously, but once you spend that money on a gift card, hey, now it's a whole nother level.
Now, did you give this dude the gift card?
I did. I
Yeah.
gave him the pin to the pin card. But I was smart about it. Um, I because he was pushing and rushing me and pushing, and that's the thing. They're very pushy and rushing. So you got to be smart. I was like,
Right.
oh, my mom called me. Oh, I gotta deal with my employees. Give me a minute. While the whole time I'm on the phone with Apple support,
Hmm.
and Apple support has flagged that pin code. So as soon as he used the pin code, as soon as he used it, it's already flagged. So now they give you a case number, and you take that case number and you give it to the police. And then the police will then go subpoena. So in this case, I used an Apple card, which
Hmm.
Apple don't play that.
Yeah, they don't.
Um, so now the case numbers match, they go together, and they're gonna pursue prosecution at this point.
Because they got
Um,
they that's how they were able to identify him.
Correct.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that was
Right.
slick right there. That was slick on your part.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
I was able to spend the money, but Apple is going to refund the money. They're refunding the money, you
Right.
know. Um, but you got to be really smart, and you got to think ahead, when you're dealing with a situation like this.
Right.
And I just want to help people because I went on X, and there's hundreds and hundreds of people reaching out and asking for help. There's even these anonymous type hackers, where they say they can help you get your account back and hack your account back. No, they can't. They cannot. There's nobody that is going to help you get your account back, because once you spend whatever money with them, they're going to say, oh, look, they put an authenticator. It's going to require
Something you
um,
already knew. You didn't have to pay them money to hear that. You already knew that.
yeah, yeah, this is something I already know.
Right.
And they're gonna say, "Oh, I need to buy a key scrambler or something," and they're gonna say, "Oh, you're gonna have to pay me more money,"
It's gonna keep
So
right. They're gonna keep going up a level, like trying to upsell you, with all these different products to
yes,
try to get you recovered your page.
right,
Yeah, I get it. It's a hustle. It's a
right,
hustle.
yeah, So I just it just the situation just feels terrible,
I
and
know.
and my people are being affected. He contacted my grandmother asking
Wow.
for money, and she was in a panic. So
Thinking that he probably knows where she lives, and what if he tries to come to her house?
right,
All that
yeah,
craziness.
yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and here's another important thing, y'all. Um, I didn't know at the time because I haven't been a heavy user on Instagram and social media. I walked away from the industry, so I was just vibing, doing my thing. Now that I'm stepping back into the industry, um, and I researched this, but now you can put um, um, third party authenticators to your account. You can attach it,
Hmm.
and it's not as easy. You have to be a little bit more advanced to be able to do this. But I advise everybody to put these authenticator codes on all of your accounts, your email, everything. Any individual account, you can put these authenticators on. You know,
Hmm.
um, and if you need some help with that, I will help you. Just send me a message, and I'll walk you through the steps on how to add an authenticator to your account. That way, it's a lot harder for it to be hacked.
And you know what? The guy that tried to do it to me, that did that to you, he was saying to me, and I thought it was you, but I'm glad that I asked you. He was like, "Can you take your security code off of your account because I can't send you my code." So that's when I asked you, and you was like, "Nah, that's not me."
Right.
Because I was like, "I ain't taking mines." I ain't taking nothing off until I'm sure that it was you, and I'm glad that I did that.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
so because
Yep.
I got a code on mine. So
Yeah.
he's saying the security code. He was asking me to take it off because he was trying to send me the code so that I guess he could get into your account or something.
But
And maybe hmm
the question is, Miss Davis, do you have an authenticator on your account?
I would have to look at the message. No, I blocked him, so I won't be able to tell.
Right. Right. So the code there. So there's three steps to it. There's your phone number and email, and then there's the send request code. Okay, the code that you get to log into your account, and then there's authenticator. Okay, and authenticator is a separate software that once you enter the code that was given to you via text or email, you then have to go to this software to get another specific code to be able to log in.
I don't think I have that then.
Yes, yeah. So if you don't have that, um, your account can still be hacked,
Well,
regardless.
I blocked
Regardless,
I
right,
blocked him.
right. Um, but regardless, it can still be hacked because those authenticator codes they can be manipulated to be moved to another phone number and email.
Oh wow. So let me ask you a question. Now I blocked him. So what like for me at this point? What could happen?
Okay, so this second step that I'm telling you about, if he has your phone number, he can use a software that can spoof your phone number. It's called spoofing,
Hmm.
and he can send the code without you knowing. You're gonna get a code, and he's gonna get a code too.
Oh, okay. So I would see it.
You would see it, but the thing is that I mean, are you constantly watching your phone 24/7? What if he does it at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Well, I get up at 5. No, I,
Well,
I would still be sleeping.
right, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then he's gonna get the code and he's gonna be able to log in. That's why you need to have an authenticator. And I'll help you do that. I'll help
Yeah, I'm gonna have
anyone
to
do
end
it.
up doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up doing that then.
Yeah, I want everybody to have an authenticator. Uh,
Hmm.
you know,
I didn't. I don't need him to. I mean, I don't use my account as far as like with my business as far as up here on my platform. That's like my personal, page where I put my food and my juices and maybe places that I go
yeah,
to. But I still don't want him in my stuff.
right.
It's
Yeah,
my stuff.
right. And having a VPN is very good. Aura is very worth its money. And I also have NordVPN as well. You can attach a VPN to your modem in your house, and you could protect all of your stuff.
Hmm.
Um, I also have a custom firewall that I built myself, and then I have other software firewalls as well. So when someone tries to attack you and get your information, you're going to be notified that someone is attacking you. And
Right.
I've dealt with this several of times, and that's why I have all this security.
Mhm.
The only thing he was able to get was Instagram.
Right. I never had a problem with. No, actually, no. There was one time I believe someone did hack me a couple of years ago, and I don't know how I recovered it, but I changed the password and whatever else, and they didn't try to go back into it. But I knew that they had hacked me because they changed my profile picture,
Right.
and and they actually changed it to one of my own photos. So I don't even know how they was able to do that.
Yeah. Um, Nowadays, um, they say the security has gotten tougher, but at the same time, it's gotten tougher for us to recover our accounts.
Right, for us, right. Right,
Yeah.
not the hackers, right.
Right. Because once they got it, they got it.
Right.
And then it's tougher for us to recover it. It's harder.
Especially if you're making money off that page. Think of a person who is an influencer that they have like different brands that you having them sponsor their brand and they got their account now.
Right.
That's
And
crazy.
I pray to God that nobody messes with you. You know, unfortunately, as you start climbing the ladder of in social media, especially, um, or if you're a person with money, lots of money, you become a target of this.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't open my eyes, honey. Got me
yeah,
thinking. Got me thinking. And I hope that you
yeah,
end up getting that account back, and then you just know when you do get it back that you got to put that verification, a third code on there too, extra security measure on there too, so that that
yeah.
don't happen again.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a pain because you got to go and look for this other code and re-enter this code, but it's better to be safe than to lose it all.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like it's your stuff. Whether you're
Yeah,
doing business on there or or you just want your page,
yeah,
because it's your page.
exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I haven't been able to be on live, y'all. I haven't been able to be here with y'all. I've been dealing with this all week. I've been in the
Right.
FBI. I've been to the sheriffs, you
Handle your
know,
business first.
but yeah, y'all check me out. I'll be posting something. I don't post everything, especially with celebrities and stuff like that. I kind of keep that like, a little more protected. But I will post some things. I will show some things. I'll show little behind the scene things and stuff like that, as long as it doesn't infringe on anything. You
Right.
know.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're always welcome to come up here. And like I said, if you want to do that mass report thing on Friday or Saturday, just come back up here. And and just let the audience know I need you to act now.
Yeah, yeah. So hold off, everybody. Hold off. Don't do nothing just yet.
Mm-hmm.
When the time comes, we will definitely let you know. And I really appreciate you,
Doing
Miss
all that,
Davis.
and I appreciate you, Ivan. But we want to all do it at the same time. That's why he's saying hold off. Because if you do
Yeah,
it all at the same time, then it'll get the attention of Instagram. Like, wow,
right,
a mass report.
right.
It's
And then and the thing is, we got to share this to X, okay?
uh-huh.
Because one thing that Instagram and Meta is not gonna like is that this is being exposed on X.
Right.
That's the key. Once it's being exposed on X, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, this is bad for us." You
Now wait.
know,
Now the hacker came from X.
No, no, the hacker came from an associated person within some DJs and music artists that I work with.
Oh, oh,
Um, yeah, so he's friends and he's shown up in person to several of our events. I have this guy on camera. I have his picture. I have footage of him. He's shown up. So he's been a part of the group. And that's what kind of makes it feel more trustworthy, more legitimate, that he's
mm-hmm,
actually part of all of us.
mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's crazy. So it's not like a complete nobody. This is somebody who's been associated with us.
And you would never think in a million years he would even go down that route like that.
Right, exactly. And um and we confirmed it was him because somebody in that group did contact him and say, "Hey, yo, I want to kick it, blah blah blah. Let's give me a phone call." And he called him. He called him right back. Hackers do not make phone calls. Hackers do not call. Like
Right.
elite hackers, like top
Yeah.
hackers, So that's his inexperience. So
Right.
we got him. We got him in the bag. Like
Right.
this is case closed, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta let it first let justice do their thing.
Yep. Let
But
it
at the
play out.
Yeah, but at
Let
the
it play
same
out.
time, I got to do my part to protect everybody who's following me, everybody that's associated with me. I got to do my part.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's a lot. I know that can be stressful though.
Yeah, very
Especially on
stressful.
that foolishness.
Yeah, I feel bad. I'm nearly like wanting to cry because
You'll be all
I don't
right.
want I don't want nobody to get hurt or you know it bothers me a lot. It really does.
I know, but you're gonna be all right. And that person's gonna get what they deserve for doing what they did, you know.
Yeah.
You look like you were very stressed out. What did you just wake up?
Well, I was at the event yesterday. It was out till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I was recording. I was doing some blogging for some other artists as well.
Hmm.
Um, I recorded a new artist group. So yeah, I was out there. I was out there working.
Right. So yeah, you just got up not so long ago, and now, but yeah, don't stress yourself out. It's gonna work its way out.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna work its way out.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the chat. Chat's so good. Y'all's loyalty, just to the channel. I loved SL Davis. I've been watching SL Davis for years, many, many years. And I appreciate you making me a mod for you. My goal was to help make the chat more entertaining,
Hmm.
and have that conversations amongst us alongside with you. You know, you do a phenomenal job
Thank you.
at running this channel. And yeah, I've seen other people copy your style. It is
Yeah,
what it is.
it is what
You
it is.
know,
I see
you
it too.
know.
I didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but it's nice to see that other people bring it up, so I won't be so petty bringing it up.
Yeah, it's flat. It's take it as flattery. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you're the goat of doing this style of commentary.
Right.
And I'm thankful to be a part of it, and I'm thankful for chat to being so cool and receptive and cool with me. I thank all of y'all. You
Thank
know,
and I thank you. And I thank
absolutely.
So I'm gonna get my butt up off of here, and I will definitely be back on at 1 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for Ivan coming up, sharing this craziness that's going on in your personal life. That's in
Yeah.
my life now too, because I gave my number. So, but we'll be on the back end dealing with that.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Absolutely.
So I'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Bye
I'll talk
bye.
to y'all later. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.